Hey guys, here is the top 10 reasons why you exercise. Number 1. Exercise is really healthy for you. It's really good for you. Number 2. Moving your body feels fantastic. Yeah, it does. It's great for you.
Chaos Prime.
Number 3. It's really fun to exercise. It's great. Move your body.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum. I've got balls of steel.
It gives you fat. Number 5. It gives you energy.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
Number 6. 6. Exercising. Number 6.
Oh my God!
Exercising is great for the brain. 6. Brain. It's fantastic for the brain.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
Number 7. I'm so tired. Number 7. What the fuck is going on here? I think I'm becoming sick. But number 7. I can sell you a... What the fuck is this bullshit? Number 7. 7. I can sell you a nice program. And supplements, so you get more energy. More energy.
Hey boy, there's no game for your face, dog.
What?
Yeah, there's no game for your face, dog. And why are you running? Are you gay? What are you running away from? Yourself? Looks like it. You don't like yourself? Huh? You got some trauma? Some damage? Come on, man. Face them. The gym is not gonna solve all your problems, man. This is ridiculous what you're doing. Just stop this freaking nonsense and face your fucking fears, man.
Here are benefits of not exercising that nobody really talks about, because exercising has become this talking point of the meh, that nobody puts any common sense in that mix anymore. Nobody really uses their logic and reasoning. I guess because you exercise so much your brain doesn't work anymore. Anyways, this is continuing my exercising series. Go check the first video out to get more balanced point of view where I'm coming from. And this video we're gonna talk about the benefits of not exercising. Here's my backstory. I've been exercising a lot, and I mean a lot, mostly 5 to 7 days a week, every single week, month after month, year after year. That was what my 20s were mostly. I was exercising a hell of a lot, my teenage years also. It was good for my character development, self-development. It was good to build strong muscles, strong body, strong mind. It's what you gotta do to make it in this world. It's really good for you also. It gives you energy, even though I didn't feel like that. And yeah, everybody, you get the freaking normal talking points of exercising. And I was doing that. It was good times also, sometimes fun, sometimes it's a grind, no pain, no gain. All that jazz. Well, you learn a lot about what exercising really does when you do it for that many years. And now, past 6 months, I have cut down my exercising a lot to almost minimum for the past 6 months. I'm not talking about movement here, I'm talking about exercising. They are different beasts. Movement, really natural. Exercising, exerting your body without no real reasoning behind it, just for shits and giggles. And because everybody says it's so good for you, that's a different story, but that's what I was doing. So past 6 months, minimal exercising. So I have gotten this real clear contrast for all those maybe 15 years of hard exercising. 7 days a week, I was that guy, 7 days a week, every month, every year. Then your body just can't handle it anymore. You start to become really tired, even though exercising gives you energy. So the first benefit of really cutting back on exercising, no exercising, is that you have way more energy. Like, first thing I noticed that I sleep 2 to 4 hours less every single night. If exercising is so freaking good for me, how do I sleep every night 10 to 12 hours, sometimes even more, sometimes like 13 hours? Because I could do that at that point. So I listened to my body, so I slept as much as my body wanted. And my body wanted to sleep like over 10 hours every single night, mostly at the end 12 hours a night. And even then, when I woke up, many times I still felt very tired. I was also abusing coffee, mostly, but that's caffeine. I didn't use the energy drinks or that, because they kinda bullshit, everybody knows that. But they give you this boost. You can exercise more, because exercising is so good. It gives you energy, but everybody's hooked on these uppers. Coffee, caffeine, energy drinks. I was like that dude, because I really didn't have that energy. because I used all that energy in the gym. So, first thing I noticed is I sleep. Now I sleep 8, sometimes even less, but 8 is the normal, or 7, sometimes even 6. And I wake up, my body's like, I cannot stay in the bed anymore. My body starts turning around, my mind starts running. I think this is like what normal people that don't exercise that much, what happens to them. I'm not used to it. I used to wake up very tired, even after 12 hours. Now I wake up very wired, like ready to go. Most days, not every day, of course. Everything goes in the cycles. But most days, I never really sleep more than 10 hours anymore. Like I can't remember when I've slept more than 10 hours in the past 6 months. Usually it's 8. So I sleep way less. I wake up with way more energy. I also quit coffee when I stopped exercising. I have used a couple times then, but pretty much quit coffee. And I feel more energized. My brain works way better because my brain has way more energy. My sexual energy is increased quite a bit. It never was a real problem for me, but it has gone up even more, and it is very noticeable. So everybody's saying, especially for men, it's different for men and women, but everybody says for men, exercising, lifting heavy sheet every single day, it increases your testosterone. What does that testosterone increase after exercising do? It helps you to repair the damage. But what happens after that? Does it keep going up? Or when you use the testosterone to repair the damage you did in the gym, more damage you did, more testosterone you need, and more resources altogether you need to repair that damage. So yeah, exercising can spike your testosterone, it can spike your energy also, but what happens after that? You have to view these things in a large scale, long term, what happens? And long term, your energy starts to suffer a lot. You need more and more uppers. Obviously, many people these days are addicted to drugs, testosterone, TRT supplements, steroids, they are huge. But exercising increases your testosterone naturally. No, it doesn't. It spikes it, but it lowers it overall. And this has been very clearly noticeable after not exercising so much, because my sexual energy and my energy overall has been way up in these past 6 months. So if you do that no-fap semen retention, it's gonna be real hard for you. Maybe get your ass to the gym, start exercising a lot, start eating that plant-based garbage diet, because those animal foods, they up your testosterone also a lot. It's gonna be real hard for you no-fap folks. But really, nobody's really having that much sex anymore, creating families, so you might as well exercise yourself to the death and all that shit. But anyway, back to the benefits. The brain works way better, so now I see why so many of the geniuses and scientists never really exercised that much. I always loved Joe Rogan podcast when he talks to the scientist, and then the scientists are like quite little unhealthy looking and they don't exercise a lot. They probably eat garbage too, and then Joe gets to these rants about like, you have to start exercising, it really boosts your mental cognitive powers. It really gives you that energy, you can do way more science, you can be way more genius when you exercise. And they are not like really sold, or maybe they're just being nice to the Joe. And I used to kind of feel like that few years ago. It has been gradual process to get to this point where I'm at right now. But now I can see that they were doing the right thing for their little science genius business, because you get way more creative. Well, you have way more energy. You have way more capacity on your brain available because of the energy you have. So your imagination becomes more vivid. I feel way more creative. Just the thoughts are more clear, and there are more like these good thoughts. I think many people exercise because this thing right here is so damaged and full of these really bad, even demonic or like traumatizing things here. So they need escape from it to going to the gym. That's very common thing I see. But you do what you gotta do. I'm not here to say to stop exercising or anything. I'm giving you a little contrast, another perspective about this topic, because exercising is not as good as people think, and it can actually be very damaging, and you have to make a lot of sacrifices without you really thinking about what you are doing. So that's the whole point of these exercising videos. So way more brain capacity, way more energy overall, way more sexual energy. So if you still got that hottie beside you, and for girls this is even more so. Women are not really supposed to be exercising at all, pretty much. They should be chilling, taking care of the kids and the wife. They should be doing movement different from exercising. But exercising a lot, I don't know about that. It seems to be doing a lot of damage to these young females that go to the gym day after day, month after month, year after year. What happens to the periods? What happens to the fertility? But who cares anyways, because we ain't having any healthy families anymore. Who really gives a shit? Just exercise. It's fun for you. So there's that. Way more energy. That's the best one, I would say. Next up, my body feels way better. Like when you exercise a lot, and you can go see what kind of exercising I did. On my previous video I put about 20 minutes of footage of my exercising past. Now I did. It became my job also, so I did make some money with it. So there was that for me, but that's not the case for most of you. So I benefited and still benefit monetarily exercising because of my past. I can coach without really exercising myself much. But my body overall feels way better when I don't exercise that much. Like I can actually do pretty much 90%, 95% of my best results ever. Pretty much right now. It obviously depends a little bit on the day. Some days you feel better, some days you feel worse. Everything goes into cycles, yada yada yada. But overall, I have pretty much zero inflammation in my body. Nothing really nags me because I'm not injuring my body all the time in the gym anymore. I don't have any injuries anymore. I used to be having a lot of injuries and a lot of little chronic knacks and nickels, and everybody who exercises got these, and the older you get, the way more you get them, even though everybody says when you exercise a lot you become stronger. But why does everybody kind of go like this when they age? And one of the big benefits of exercising is your skeleton system, and your muscles become stronger and your skeleton system becomes stronger. But a lot of people are having very bad chronic injuries all the time these days. And I was having quite a bit, not really incredibly bad, but I always had something. I was tired and my body felt kinda shitty most of the time. And I would mask that with the coffee, a lot of coffee. That was my ritual, my go-to ritual. And it was fun, but I realized pretty long ago that I was just running my body down without any real benefit to it. So the body feels way better. I can do most of the stuff still. My strength is mostly genetics, and my genetics are very good for strength and athleticism. So I can still do most of the stuff like that, like 90, 99, 95% of the stuff. My strength levels still really good. They haven't dropped. That has a lot to do with your diet also. When you eat good diet and your body gets the nutrients it needs, your strength and your muscle mass doesn't really go down that much. Like I have lost 2 to 3 kilos of weight, but I still look very athletic and my muscle mass is still very good and my strength levels, my athleticism is still very good. And my body feels way better. I don't have any injuries. My body doesn't have to spend all these resources to repairing my body all the freaking time. So that's the second big one after the energy levels, that my body just feels better. Now obviously, if I just sit around on my computer with this fucking nerd neck position, obviously then on some uncomfortable chairs and shit, obviously then I start to get that something ain't really right. I become little stiff, but that's not natural either. Movement is great for you. Right now I'm out here hiking in the nature. I did that little intro for you guys. No warm up, no nothing. So movement, you could walk around the nature, around the city you live in, whatever, every single day without no problem. It's very easy for your body. And some play here and there, some dancing and some light exercising, or if you want to really do the exercising, minimize the really intensive exercising sessions, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, that kind of shit. Your body will start feeling way better for it because you're not running down your body all the freaking time. So is there any more good benefits? I don't know. Those do where the energies, there's many benefits inside of the energy benefit. And really on the body feeling good also. That's a great benefit if you ask me. Like so many athletes or so many hobbies that exercise a lot, they become incredibly, almost crippled when they're in their 50s, 60s. These days, some people even in their 30s and 40s, and they look very run down. If you look these people, especially if they do use drugs, because with drugs you can exercise even more and even more intensely because you are in unnatural amount of hormones you'll be using. So you'll be running your body down even more so, and this is why many of these bodybuilders and athletes die so young these days. There's some other reasons also why so many football players and basketball players were dying in the last couple of years. But yeah, athletes, they die young. People who run their bodies down, they die young. So that's about it for this video. Benefits of no exercise. Let's get this going. Let's get movement up, exercise down. We would be moving around every single day. And one way to really know about how much your body wants to move around is quit the exercising, quit the uppers, the caffeine products, quit all that shit, and then feel how much your body actually wants to be moving around. When I started this 6-month experiment, the first 2 to 3 months, my body really didn't want to exercise or move around even that much. Like walking around in the nature, that's relaxing, that's really good. But overall, my body didn't want to move around a lot. Like I was still recovering from all those years. But now past 3 months, and I feel like it's increasing a lot. Even though winter is coming and we don't get that sunlight anymore that much. So that affects how I feel also here. But even so, the past 3 months my energy levels are just going up, and I want to move around a lot more again. So I still do some exercising here and there because my life is kinda meaningless. That's why so many people exercise, get these hobbies and shit, because they don't have real meaning anymore. We don't go hunt around with the boys anymore. The women don't have their things to do anymore. There's no gender roles. There's no natural movements that we would be doing that have real purpose. We ain't building shelters and shit, most of us. Some people still do very hard construction, and that's a lot of exercising. And those guys, they look really run down when I see them. But they have some meaning behind it. Maybe they're providing for their family, from themselves. They get some money from it. And some real useful skills from it. But think about the skills you learn in the gym and in your hobbies. Are they really that useful? I don't think so. So that's about it. See you in the next video. Signing out from the beautiful nature. Don't run your body down. Listen to your body. Everybody says listen to your body, but nobody actually does. If I didn't listen to my body and I listened to everybody, whatever everybody says in the internet right now, I would end this video and jump out to that cold ass lake. Because it's so fucking great for me. Is it though? Is that listening to your body? One thing I forgot to mention is that the sleep quality is way better when I haven't been exercising so much. Exercising really ramps your nervous system up and you are in the sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight mode, and you can stay in that mode for the rest of the day and even rest of the night. So it's very hard after very intensive exercise to get good sleep. You can just kinda toss and turn the whole night. And there has not been one single night that I can remember in the past 6 months I really had that. So now when I go to sleep, I first of all get to sleep like this. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes usually. When it used to took me, usually the normal was 30 minutes. And sometimes I felt like I couldn't really get any sleep at the night. But many times even like 2 hours I was tossing and turning before I got to sleep. So I'm a lot more in the parasympathetic nervous system when I go to sleep. My sleep quality is way better. I sleep like a blanket, like that. And that really wasn't the case. My sleep was going down and down. And everybody knows how important good sleep is. And if exercising is so freaking healthy for me, why does my sleep suffer? The more I exercise, the harder I exercise, the shittier my sleep is. So that's another point there. So sleep quality way better, and I sleep less. It might also had to do a lot with the that quitting the caffeine. So quit the coffee also. It's great for you. See you on the next one. Bye guys.